I've been sitting on the edge of my seat waiting for this full weather forecast, Dan. It sounds like you got a lot in store.
I mean, I don't want to disappoint you, actually.
Never. That's not possible.
I
circled
all
this
all of that language earlier we said about mysteries and things. It was just to get you to watch. There's really no substance to it at all. It's pretty boring. You can just click. Just kidding. Let's take a look at what's going on. Here's a live look. I just have to be contrary to whatever Maxwell says. That's kind of a rule that we have here in the studio. If Maxwell says something, I just try to turn it around on him to make him blush. That's it's kind of this game we here, which our frequent and loyal viewers would understand. For those of you who are new here, I apologize. Anyway, here's a live look from Domenico's on the Wharf tonight. Things pretty calm out there, and we had a nice warm day today. And actually, it's still pretty mild out there tonight if you've been outside at all recently or even have those windows open. Pulling in some of that cool evening air. Maybe not quite as chilly as you would expect it to be, or how it has been basically every night for the last several months. It's mild out there tonight. As far as our satellite and radar is concerned, no radar showing up, but we do have some high clouds that are passing through. Below that, a few low clouds possible as well tonight, as we still have high pressure in control. It is beginning to move to the east, though, so once it does that, we start to see some cooler temperatures aloft. Moves away from us anyway, right? Cooler temperatures aloft. On top of that, since it's not pushing down as hard at the surface, we have perhaps a little bit of a rebound from a marine layer, which will make more of an appearance over the next couple of days, meaning that we'll probably see some low clouds and maybe even a little fog as that occurs. But right now, not really expecting any weather per se over the next couple days as far as rain is concerned. With that said, the winds are going to start to pick up, so let's talk about how that plays out. We'll start with Future Track tonight, showing mostly clear skies overnight. Most of these high clouds will kind of thin out, but a few low clouds will be possible, especially on the south and east sides of the bay. The model is showing a little bit of fog potentially there, and I do think that it will be possible tomorrow morning, so watch out for a fog and lower visibility on your way to work or school. For the rest of your Thursday, not looking too bad. We'll see mostly sunny skies. We'll have a bit stronger onshore flow tomorrow. So overall temperatures aloft, cooling about 1 to 3 degrees tomorrow. So we're going to cool overall, period. And then mix in a little bit stronger onshore flow, and then places on the south and east sides of the bay, especially which were prone to that flow, you might be a couple more degrees cooler based on those winds. So overall, a cool down across the region tomorrow, but still, I mean, we were pretty warm today. So even if you're 4 degrees cooler than today, you still could be well above normal for this time of year. And that may be the case for many locations. Otherwise, mostly sunny for the rest of the day tomorrow. Winds a little stronger tomorrow afternoon. They will be even stronger on Friday and Saturday. On those days, I would actually call it windy. Tomorrow, we're still going to go with breezy. So you can handle breezy, right? Low clouds will thicken tomorrow night, by the way. Let's take a look at our temperature forecast. We're going to start off in Santa Cruz County, where it's still going to be quite warm in the Santa Cruz Mountains. Look at those 80s showing up in the San Lorenzo Valley and Scotts Valley tomorrow. So definitely feeling toasty, even up in the higher elevations. We're still in the 70s, up in the Bonnie Doon area, up on the Summit Road, etc. Down on the coast, where you're more sheltered from the winds, 70s, Santa Cruz, Capitola, probably in the 60s out on the north coast, okay? On the east shore of the bay, mostly 60s tomorrow. Look at the cutoff, though, between Castroville and Watsonville, showing those northwesterly winds, keeping you warmer in Watsonville, but coming in off of the bay will keep you in the mid-60s in Castroville. Low 70s Salinas, back in the 80s Hollister and Gilroy tomorrow afternoon. Over to the Monterey Peninsula, yeah, you're going to be cooler, low to mid-60s tomorrow, given that onshore flow. But, you know, 67 is actually still above normal for this time of year in Monterey, for example. Farther south, still some 80 showing up. In fact, Bradley tomorrow, 87 expected. In those nearer coastal valleys, we're still going to find some 70. So still pretty warm tomorrow, just a couple of degrees cooler. That cooling trend will continue, though. Here's why. The ridge is going to move out of here. This trough will start to approach from the west. A few thin high clouds will come through at times on Friday. The trough will be over us on Saturday, and that's going to bring cooler temperatures, but really not cold temperatures, just cooler temperatures. So, you know, we'll be cooler than this week, but still maybe not even cool for this time of year in many areas. So beyond that, no rain expected with that trough passing by. Another short ridge builds in Sunday, Monday. That's actually going to warm us up quite a bit again, it looks like. A little bit more, here's that mystery we're talking about. So out of the weekend, we've got a couple of weather systems passing by. We've got a cutoff low. The models historically don't handle those cutoff lows very well. So wherever it decides to show up could make a big change in how tomorrow's forecast pans out, or I should say next week's forecast pans out. So that could lead to some precipitation for us. Right now, I'm keeping us dry, but we'll keep an eye on things. Here's the 7-day forecast showing the winds on Friday and Saturday. Notably cooler on Saturday on the coast with those stronger onshore flow winds. But then after that, we warm back up, back in the 70s on the coast for Saturday and Sunday. Another round of maybe windier conditions by midweek with cooler weather expected. Inland areas also seeing those temperatures drop, but not near as much as the coast by Saturday, then back up. And we got kind of a temperature roller coaster. You know who's a roller coaster guy?
Uh-oh. I feel like this might be implying me.
Maybe you?
I mean, I do enjoy them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with sure.
Sure. You know who's a roller coaster guy? Maxwell Glenn.
There we go. Well, thank you very much, Dan.